Hello, my nursing community. Hi, guys. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to this channel. I'm your girl, Nancy Kabongo. I'm an RN, med-surg, travel nurse. Welcome back to this channel. So this week topic is going to be about getting ready for nursing school. So, if you're here, you're either already in nursing school or you're contemplating nursing school, or you're just going through the prep to apply for nursing school. So this is your channel. You are at a great place. Let me tell you something. You did the hard work. You took your prerequisite. You took your TEAS exam if necessary, and then now you apply for nursing school, and yay, you got accepted. And acceptance to nursing school is the most amazing thing that can happen because it's a beginning of an amazing journey. Can be hard, but it's so fulfilling. The end of the tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, the results are so amazing. I am so glad. Congratulations. I don't know which part of the journey you are, but congratulations. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of the hard work that you've been putting in and you've been doing, and be proud of the discipline because nursing school takes a lot of discipline. So today we're going to get you ready for nursing school, getting ready for classes, for clinicals, for simulations and everything. So let's get started. Okay. So uh, it can be hard, right? You'll have some professors, some advisors telling you, oh, you know what? You got to see for this class for this prerequisite. I don't think you should go for nursing school. That's a lie. That's a lie. No matter what you got for prerequisite, that does not determine what you're going to get throughout nursing school. And I know some people, even during the nursing program, they got C's and they almost got kicked out of the program. But guess what? They came back strong. Okay, because they were able to work on their weaknesses. They came back strong and they finished strong. They graduated and they are amazing nurses today. So don't let anybody discourage you because you got a C or you did not do well in this class, or you had to retake it. Do not let anybody discourage you. Some people take 2 years to nursing school. Some people take 6 years or 10 years. But guess what? At the end, we all become RN. We get to have a wonderful career as nurses, and we get to change the world one patient at a time. Okay. So get ready for nursing school. Let's talk about stressors, right? Nursing school is mentally and physically exhausting. Okay. Very exhausting. So, when starting nursing school, just know yourself, know what can trigger your life to be very stressful. And, make sure you stay away from, let's say, bad relationships, people that are not supporting you, or anything that will stress you, because nursing school is already stressful. So stay away from stressors. And then make sure I spoke about it in my previous videos. Make sure you practice self-care because that's very important. You cannot keep going and going without taking a break, because guess what? Mentally, physically, emotionally, you would take a toll, and we don't want that. We don't want you to burn out. So have a half a day during the week where you do something that you really, really, really like. Okay, something that takes you away from all the nursing. It can be watching TV, cooking, going to a movie theater, going for a walk. Okay, for me it was a massage time. I'll go a spa day, and I loved spa days. I'll go for a spa, pedicure, manicure. I would go for a facial. So make sure you have a half a day concentrated to yourself, focusing on your self-care. Just do a facial, have a girly day. It helps with focus. Okay. So make sure you have that. Second point is finances. Okay. I would tell you, when starting nursing school, they will tell you, hey, you can't work, you have to have your finances together, or look at a family member or a friend that can lend you money. Girl, not a lot of us are privileged. Okay, I am an immigrant. I did not have any family here, and I was by myself with my children, right? Raising my children by myself as a single mother. So there's no way that I will stop working, because if I stop working, what do I do? So I had to work two jobs as a CNA, and then go to school, go to lectures, and go to clinicals. So I was working at nights, and I was also working weekends, and then just getting 4 hours of sleep between work and school, and then go back to to hustling. It is what it is, but it's about discipline. Coffee became my best friend. I wasn't a coffee person before that, but I had to start drinking coffee to keep me awake and to study and go to work and take care of my children. So finances, you're gonna have to go on a financial hardship, because it's not easy. Okay, it's not easy. You can't live the life that you were living before nursing school. You're gonna have to squeeze yourself a little for a certain amount of time, and then after that you'll be good. So finances, be ready for that. You can, if you can't give up a job, if you save money for nursing school, that's great. If you have someone that can lend you money, great. Family members that can give you money, great. But for us, other people that don't have that support, that did not have that support, guess what? Had to work hard and go to nursing school. It's doable. I did it. I'm here today talking to you and advising you. So make sure you do your researches, you speak to people, you watch videos. That's why I created this YouTube channel, because throughout nursing school, the YouTube videos helped me a lot. Okay, I was able to find the YouTube community, and thank God I turned to YouTube, because I will have another YouTube videos and just recommending you the YouTubers, the nurses, the teachers that are on YouTube that were able to help me. There are amazing people out here that are even better than explain things better than your teachers at school. Maybe because they have time, they work from home, they have time, but they are amazing. So I was able to turn to YouTube later on. I wish I had this before getting to nursing school, have all these advices that we are giving you guys, and to be better prepared for nursing school. But we had to learn the hard way, and then throughout the journey, I was able to discover all the YouTubers and amazing people that are doing what I'm doing today. It's just me giving back to my future nurses, because YouTubers helped me. So find these channels, find these videos that will tell you what I wish I knew before starting nursing school. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm very happy. So envision every time that it gets hard, because it's gonna get hard. Okay, you're gonna cry, you're gonna smile, you're gonna be stressed the hell out. Every time it gets hard, have that mental picture of yourself as a nurse, wearing your scrubs, having your badge, and just badging yourself in the hospital of your dreams. Just have that picture in mind, that it's hard now, but guess what? In few years, I will be a full nurse. I'll be able to practice and provide care as an independent person. So when it's get hard, just think about it and tell yourself that failure is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Okay. Think about your dream car, your dream house, anything. I love luxury. So a Rolex. So I have this Rolex that I want, right? So every time it was getting hard, I had that picture of the Rolex on my computer, like on my desktop, and I'll just look at it. I'm like, I'm working hard so I can get this, or I'm working hard so I can get my dream car. I'm working hard so I can provide the best to my children. So when it gets hard, just remember your why. Why do you want to be a nurse? You want to change the world one patient at a time. You want to help. You want to provide care. The why you became a nurse. Think about it and never give up, because guess what? You can make it. I made it. I know a lot of people that were able to beat the odds, but they made it. They made it. I made it. French speaking person, had to learn English, had to learn everything nursing, was taking double time as an English speaking person, but I made it. I stayed on it, and I was like, failure is not an option. Okay. When you start nursing school, I want you to find what type of learner you are. If you already know amazing. If not, try to figure out, are you a visual learner? So we have visual learners, we have auditory learners, and we have kinesthetic learners. Okay, which one are you? Are you a visual one? So visual learners will be the ones that make boards, they will make figures, or they will write down like in pictures. They will picture the let's say the disease process or the medication mechanism and everything, right in big boards. Those are the visual ones. Are you an auditory learner? I know that I well, I would say I'm all three of them because I tried it all. I will, as an auditory learner, I will record my the lectures. Of course, you have to ask for permission. All professors were fine with it, so I have my little recorder. I will sit and I'll put it in the front of the teacher. Many people were doing that and just record the lectures, and then when going home, while driving, while going for a walk, or any free time you have, you go back and listen to the lectures. That's what I used to do. I'll go back, listen to the lectures, write down the notes. So in class, how I prepared was I read my assigned lectures. I'll read them and then highlight them, go through my PowerPoint, and then go to class and just listen to the teacher, the professor. So that brings memories, and then record them. Once I get home, I will listen again and just write down some stuff that are on my PowerPoint, right? Just put down the notes and the explanations. So that's what I was. And then the kinesthetic one is the one that learn by touching, by doing. Okay. For me, it was especially during clinicals, right? That's how I learn. I have to be doing. Okay, let's say this is how you insert a Foley and everything. We'll have the step by steps, but I have to do it. I have to touch, I have to do it. So that's how I remember. So figure out what type of learner you are. And visual, I was watching YouTube videos, I was writing down, and then have your highlighters. Okay, you can highlight your notes, highlight in your book. If you're taking a picture, not on your computer, make sure you highlight all the important notes so you can, figure out what's happening, retain more informations, and learn faster and quicker. Okay. Have a planner. Haha, planner again, right? Planner is so important. Why? Because you know what's happening. You stay on top of all your assignments. I cannot stop stressing about the planner. Have a planner, be organized, stay on top of your school, your lecture assignments, your clinical assignments, and your exams, your practices, your quizzes, because you take quizzes at home, quizzes in school. It's a lot. It's chaotic. It's hectic. So make sure you have a planner and make sure you stay organized. And that's very, very, very important. So at the beginning of school, you will have a syllabus, right? For each classes that you're taking, professors will give you a syllabus telling you what's going on, what's going to be happening. So you already have all the important dates that you can transfer to your planner, and also your readings, right, for each week. So make sure you stay on top of your readings, because it's a lot, but guess what, it is what it is. You have to read in order to know what's happening when you sit in class during lectures. If you don't read, I promise you'll be lost. So maybe read the most important parts of the book. What I used to do, I will read and then I will research what I don't understand on YouTube. I will learn like that and then do my PowerPoint. And by the time I go to class, I kind of know what's the respiratory system is, what the cardiovascular system is, and what needs to be done. And then I just sit and listen to the professor and listen and get the most important parts of the lectures and keep it in my mind. So that's very important. Okay. And then you will have to go to clinicals. Okay. So you have lectures, you will have lab time, and you will have clinical. So lab time is when you have to go to the labs. Every schools have labs. They have mannequins. They have amazing people there that are going to teach you skills. They're going to teach you how to take manual blood pressure, right? They're going to teach you how to insert a Foley, how to start to insert an NG tube, how to start an IV, how to draw blood, everything that you need to know, every skills. you're going to be practicing those skills at the lab during the lab time. So before clinicals, you will meet with your clinical professors, go through the skill checks for everything. You might watch videos, you might do some readings and everything. That most of the time you forget 95% of what you will do during the lecture time for clinical, and then they will send you guys to the lab to go practice. Utilize that. Just go. We used to go a half a day just to go practice, right? People come by in groups and everything, so we'll just go practice with this group and that group and switch and everything. So keep practicing. That's how you get better. And then once you get to practice insulin injection, practice IV push, right? Practice all of those things, and then when you get to your actual hospital, your clinical place, where you kind of get tested on how to do it. You already practice on all those mannequins and those smooshy stuff. And once you get there, you have an actual patient. You kind of know what's happening and kind of know what to do. So yeah, just and go to your professor's open office hours. Go to the office hours if you're unsure about something, a concept that you're not understanding. Go to them, ask questions. They love that. They're there for that. Some professors, when you show up, they're like, "Oh, finally someone is coming." They love seeing you. They love sharing the experience. Like me today, when I get a student nurse or a new nurse, oh my God, I can talk all night about nursing because that's our passion, right? That's something you do every day. You're passionate about it, and then you want to share with people. So have a study group, go to your professors, and you will make it. Let's talk about simulations. So throughout your nursing school, you will have simulations. So we said you will have clinicals, you will have labs, lab hours, right? Labs, and then you will have lectures, and then you will have simulations. Depending on your school, you can have 2 simulations per semester. So simulations are very stressful, right? Because they put you in a situation where you are the charge nurse or the main nurse, the primary nurse, right? And you have to take care of a patient. So you don't know what's happening. So they will put you in teams, in groups of 2, 3, or by yourself. And then you have in a room. So the situation is like you work in a room to care for your patient that day, and something happens. There's always something happening in nursing. Always. There's never a shift that's mellow, right? There's always something happening. So they're getting you ready for the real situation. So your professor will be somewhere behind the microphone, or someone behind the microphone, and you will have the mannequin talking to you as a patient. So you enter hand hygiene, introduce yourself. You're going to be the primary nurse, and what's the plan? Patient will have the questions for you. Family will have questions for you. Or you walk in, you look at vital signs, they're not looking good. What do you do? Your patient is not breathing right. What do you do? Patient will tell you, I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm coughing. I'm not okay. So you check the oxygen. It's 88. What do you do first? You put you put the bed up, you check the oxygen, you put patient oxygen on oxygen, let's say nasal cannula, you can put them on 2, 3, 5 liters depending on the orders. And then what do? Let's say it's not getting better, patient is still having hard time breathing and everything. What do? You call rapid response. So rapid response comes, and then boom, you get bombarded with questions. What's happening? What happened? Who's the primary nurse? You have a team of people coming, right? Or you walk in, the patient is unresponsive. You check the pulse, nothing. You start CPR. You call for help, and everybody comes. They will still. You won't continue doing the CPR. A lot of people will be there. They will do CPR, but you are the primary nurse. You're gonna have to give report and explain what's happening and what you've done and everything. So those are situational simulations in which you get to actually have your adrenaline go up. But guess what? Do not be afraid to make mistakes. My teachers always told us that these are mannequins, so you can mess up the mannequin. It's fine. They're mannequins. They're not alive. That's why we do that. So you can learn, you can practice, you can make mistakes, you can ask questions, and then when you go to your clinicals and you're in a real situation and you're a graduate, you become a nurse, you're in a real situation, situation, you know what to do because you already have those practices. So don't be afraid to volunteer to be the primary nurse. Never be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid about eyes, your peers' eyes sitting there, because at the end of everything, you guys are gonna make comment to each other and say what went wrong and what went right and what went wrong. We all there to learn, and nobody is perfect. If someone was perfect, they won't be through nursing school. They'll be already nurses. So if we're all here, we're learning. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. The only person that's great is the teacher. But guess what? Even the teacher every day, there's a there are changes every day. There's a evidence-based practice that changes things. So nursing is evolving every day. So you will never be by yourself in real time. Let's say you walk in a patient room as a nurse, as an RN already, patient unresponsive. Guess what? You have the panic button. As soon as you you press on that panic button, your charge nurse is in there, your tech is in there, and then you have the rapid team that comes. So you have 20 people in the room. So you will never be by yourself. So don't be afraid to ask for help, to ask questions, because nursing is all about teamwork, because you're gonna die if you think or if you try to do it by yourself. So yeah, you will never know it all. Let's do until today. I'm blessed enough to be a charge nurse at my hospital, some shift. And guess what? I have four years of experience, and I have 15 nurses that have 10 years, 15 years of experience that still come to me. They're like, hey, charge, I've seen this order. This is this. What do you think? Or charge, how do you perform this skill? I don't remember. Or charge, there's this new skill that came up, this new way of doing things. Can you walk me through that? So don't be humble to learn, because if you don't ask questions, guess what? Your patient's life will be in danger, and we never want that. There's no dumb questions. There's no stupidity in nursing. As soon as you pass the NCLEX and you have the badge, that's it. Everybody's at the same level. There's no smarter or non-smarter or less smarter. No, because guess what? Nationally, you're an RN, and we are all at the same level, baby. Okay. All right. So after simulations, you get to go to clinicals, right? So clinicals will be different every semester. You might have 2 clinical sites. You might do med surg and then do geriatric for beginning. You might do OB and peds. You might do ICU. You might do psych. It's a lot as well. But be prepared for clinical. Please be prepared. Take the day before. And most of the time, it goes hand to hand with what you're doing that semester in school. So make sure you're good with your lectures. Make sure you research your diseases, nursing interventions, and everything. Come on early, wake up early. Hello, 4 a.m. Wake up, 5 a.m. Get out of the house, depending on where your school is. Get there 30 minutes early to have yourself together. Make sure you have your lunch. Make sure you take breakfast. Make sure you take your vitamins. Make sure you stay hydrated, because it's nerve wracking, right? It's a whole new universe. It's so much happening. So depending on your clinical professor that can make it help for you or not, depending on your classmates, and also it's going to depend on the nurse you're working under and the patients too. So if all of it goes bad, it's hell. But but yeah, guess what? It makes you tougher. That's what makes a nurse. I haven't seen a nurse that's not tough, because after nursing school, if you survive nursing school, guess what? You can survive nursing. Okay, so just be prepared, hydrated, have your energy bars in your pocket, and just go. Be ready to learn. Have your stethoscope on. Have your note taking pads with you. Have your pens, your highlighters. Have your care plan. I had a small care plan book with me. Have your drug medication. Now that everything is ebook on ebooks form, have it on your phone if you have it. But be prepared. Go to learn. Don't hesitate to ask questions. You want to know. Ask your friends what's happening, if they're having a special skill. Let's say you haven't seen stage 4 wound pressure ulcers, and you have someone that has it. Run, go look at it. Look at the nursing interventions. And that's how you learn. You have clinicals to learn the maximum that you can learn. So when you're done, you're a new grad, you already kind of know what's happening. So once you get there, let's say you get there at 6:30, you get assigned to a nurse, you get assigned to a patient or two. Look up the diseases. Let's say your patient comes and DKA, they had DKA, diabetes, ketoacidosis. So look at the nursing intervention. What's happening? Blood sugar is above 200 or 500. You have patients come with 500 blood sugar. So what's happening? They will be on insulin drip, or are they receiving around the clock insulin? What do you need to check for? What are your nursing interventions? Research that, and when you have a second, so you can provide good care to those patients, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay. Then how what needed for clinicals in nursing school? So for clinicals, you're gonna need your scrubs, right? Have two pairs of scrub if you can, depending on the colors. We used to wear the white ones, so two pair of white scrubs. Have your compression stockings. Those are very important. They help with blood circulation. Let me tell you something. If you're not used to 12 hours, the first few weeks are gonna be they're gonna be harsh on your veins, on your muscles, on your body, on your brain, on everything. So compression stockings make it easy to be walking around. Have nice nursing shoes. We had to wear white nursing shoes. Have nice nursing shoes. Have a invest in a good stethoscope. Okay, very important, because you are learning to listen to the heart songs and the lung sounds. So you want to be able to differentiate what's normal and what's abnormal. So a stethoscope is very, 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 very important to invest in a good stethoscope. I still have my stethoscope from nursing school, which was 6 years ago. Nursing school, yeah, from when I started until now, 6 years ago, and it's amazing. I want to upgrade, but I will still keep that stethoscope. Nursing shoes, stethoscope, have a jacket, because hospitals are always cold. So make sure you get yourself a white jacket, depending on the colors of your school. Have a jacket to keep you warm, because you can, that's the stress, you'll be cold and shaking. You want to have a jacket. Coffee. Make sure you have your coffee. Um, Invest also in a backpack. I had um, um, the North Face backpack. Some backpack will have they can turn into luggages, because those books are huge and heavy. So invest in a good backpack. Invest in highlighters. You're gonna need highlighters. You're gonna need um yeah, stethoscope, highlighters. You're gonna need, what else? A pen light. Make sure you get a good pen light, because that's mandatory to have for assessment of your patient. A nice clipboard, and a planner, and a notebook. You want to have a small notebook. I always had those, and I still, even when I started as a new grad, I had notebooks that I will, write down the most important stuff, because you can't, your brain will not retain everything. So that's all I can think of to get you prepared for nursing school. Thank you so much, guys, for reaching out. I've had questions, I've had comments, I've had suggestions, and I'm open. I'm new to content creation, and I'm glad. I am so happy and I'm so blessed to have you guys liking my content. And that's the reason why I created this channel, to be able to spread, to talk about nursing, because that's my passion. That's what I do. So I've had people reaching out to my Instagram or TikTok, and just commenting, asking questions, or asking for clarification. So I'm here. My email is there. You can reach me on all the platforms, or message me. Everything is linked below. So good luck with everything. Remember, you got this, and nursing is the best career ever. You made a good choice. All right. See you next week. Bye bye.